Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the game that has taken the world by storm. With this game dropping on the 4th of February, it has already become a massive deal. Developed by Warhorse Studios, this game has been praised as one of the most immersive and expansive RPGs ever created. This game is all about realism, player choice, and diving deep into medieval life. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 smashed first day sales with over 250,000 concurrent players on Steam, making it one of the biggest launches of the year. It's sold over 1 million copies so far across PC, PS5 and Xbox, and is holding strong on the Steam charts. At the time of writing, it's 10th on the Steam wishlists and 37th on the top seller chart, behind games like Monster Hunter Wilds and Civilization 7. Review scores are pretty stellar as well. IGN give it a 9 out of 10, but let's be honest, does anyone ever listen to IGN? GameSpot called it a 8.7 out of 10, which is pretty good, praising the emphasis on player choice and immersion. PC Gamer gave it an 88% as well. So I think you get the fact that this is a pretty well received game. But it's not just about the numbers, it's mainly about the ambition. This game has provided players with absolutely endless amounts of content to play through with 2 huge maps. As well as that, an endless story and numerous side quests where people just kind of spiral down into this hole where they're never ever going to complete the main story of the game. So with all of the information I've just told you about this marvellous game, what is this video actually about then? What is the crazy situation that Kingdom Come Deliverance is currently going through right now? And well, you might not know if you're not on the chronically online platform of X, where everyone is able to vent their frustrations regarding, well, I suppose anything and everything. You wouldn't be able to release a game in 2025 without getting hate. I think that's pretty understandable. And while that is the exact reason that I'm making this video, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has been getting a lot of backlash from a certain set of fans regarding a few situations, which I'm going to go through in today's video. Now, in all fairness, some of these points that have been created and brought up, I can see where they are coming from. I can see the frustration. However, I do believe that some of the opinions have been blown out of water and overall has been spreading a lot of misinformation and tarnishing the reputation of this game. A quick side note, if you are a fan of gaming videos, please be sure to consider subscribing. I post weekly videos regarding all sorts of RPG games, which I'm sure you will enjoy. Alright, now let's talk about the hate. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is getting dragged a lot on X with 3 big complaints. The LGBTQ+ storyline, the black character Musa talking down the white nations, and a perceived mocking of Christianity. I now will obviously express this disclaimer that none of these opinions are my own. I will give my own thoughts at the end. However, what I will do is share some context towards these opinions of tweets that have been liked a lot and shared a lot on X. The first big issue that came up in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was the unskippable gay scenes. This started with a report from a Saudi gaming outlet claiming that the game was banned in Saudi Arabia due to the mandatory LGBTQ+ content. That then set off a firestorm. Daniel Vavra debunked it, saying that there was no unskippable scenes and that the game isn't banned anywhere. Here's a post from January 15th, 2025 saying, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 got an unskippable gay scene and a black guy lecturing about feminism. The forced DEI has gotten out of hand now. Another from January 17th, 2025 says, instead of addressing rumours of an unskippable LGBTQ scenes, the dev team pushed a draconian code of conduct. This game is officially non-binary. Get woke, go broke. Now, I will admit the non-binary is very funny. I always get a good chuckle when I see somebody say that. Now, the back and forth on X was continued for this whole LGBTQ quest. Some saying that it is a completely optional quest. You don't have to partake in it, so why do you care? With others being pretty offended that it was actually included in the game in the first place. Another tweet from January 30th saying, gamers deserve respect, Christians deserve respect. Vavra mocked Christianity art to justify LGBTQ propaganda. Many of these posts are pretty intense and they are part of a narrative that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is betraying its fanbase. There is a common theme here. Next you have the Musa issue, the black character from Mali. Now some posts on X claim that he talks down white nations, saying that Africa is pretty much better and treats women better as well. Here's one from February 11th, 2025 saying, everyone's arguing about the gay stuff, but the unlikable black character lecturing you about how inferior Christian Europe is to Islamic Africa is way worse. Another from February 11th, 2025 says, the game prides itself on historical accuracy, then throws in an unnecessary black character who disrespects Europeans and Christianity. Another one from February 11th again saying that the first game was about Christian themes, but Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has turned Henry gay, closes cathedrals, and has a black Muslim preaching. Now, these are some pretty heated posts, so I decided to do some research regarding this to see if there's any sort of fact checker to it. Not going to give my full opinion on it, but you have reviews from PC Gamer saying that his inclusion is organic and not lecturing, but the whole perception is just driving hate. It also says because Musa is a scholar in the King's Court tied to historical trade between Mali and Europe, it is historically accurate, but I'm not going to go ahead and fact check that now. I'll let you guys educate me in the comments if you know anything about that. And then the final claim is that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 mocks Christianity. Posts saying that it disrespects Christian art, closes cathedrals, portrays Christians as evil. One from January 19th says that journals praise Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for diversity, but it treats Christians as villains and mocks their faith. One from January 15th says the game's woke agenda includes Jewish victims of evil Christians, disrespecting our faith. Another one saying Vavra's defense of gay content mocks Christian values. This isn't historically accurate, it is propaganda. To go on to the other side of the spectrum now, reviews from people like RPG Site says Christian themes are still present with walkable cathedrals and Henry's faith referenced. The hate seems to stem from misinterpretation, but it's loud. And there's more hate beyond these. There's some posts slamming the game for its Steam code of conduct, calling it censorship. One post says Deep Silver's new rule bans free speech, they're hiding the woke agenda. Others complain about women's roles, saying Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 lectures about feminism, giving women unrealistic power for that era of time. And there's some more posts regarding the diversity. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 went woke with gay sex and black characters. Boycott it. So yeah, there is a lot of heated debate on X. A lot of players probably don't even know about this and are just generally enjoying the game, which is what games are all about. Now, with some posts being a lot harsher than others, I can sort of dissect some of the points that they are trying to make, and I can sort of see from the perspective they are coming from. Obviously, I can totally understand if you want historical accuracy within a game. I can very much resonate with that opinion. However, I can't resonate with being blatantly racist, and that is one of some of the tweets on X have been saying. There is a way to direct your opinion and your criticisms towards a certain game or product in general without obviously being incredibly rude about it. I can totally understand that the whole woke DEI thing in many video games coming out now is very tiring and people are getting sick of it, but they should also remember to remain respectful in that regard when they are tweeting on a public platform. Let me give you my opinion on this entire situation and each of the points made. Firstly, I can get why these issues offend people. The whole situation with Henry being gay is particularly a bit annoying for the players of the first game. Henry has always been stated as a Christian heterosexual man, and this was actually confirmed by the developer. Although this is an entirely optional storyline, I don't really think I am a fan of it. It's not personally something I would ever be interested in exploring, but I suppose it doesn't do too much harm. I just do find it a bit forced and shoehorned into a game where it wasn't really necessary whatsoever, especially for a main character. If you enjoyed this sort of quest, more power to you. I'm glad you do enjoy it, but for me personally, I don't really see why it was necessary. I think the most frustrating part about this is taking an established character and sort of making such a drastic change like this. Say for example, if there was a Geralt of Rivia quest in The Witcher 4 where he had an option to kiss a man in a romantic way, then I would be absolutely furious because that just goes against completely everything his character is and has been established before in the previous games and even the books. Then with the Musa issue, if you are quite sensitive to the portrayals of race or culture, especially in a European setting, then I can totally see why you may feel this is off. In historical games, I can totally vouch for historical accuracy. Now, like I said in the previous part of the video, I'm not too sure in regards to the trading routes that happened in this time of era between the Czech Republic and Mali. However, I will take a good look after this video and see if there's any sort of established history about it. I was just about to use the word law instead of history in an in real life setting, which is kind of crazy and sad. But here's the thing. In a world where so many games force their agendas, sometimes people only look out for that. Games like The Last of Us Part 2 or Dragon Age The Veilguard got slammed for their progressive themes, and now Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is in the same boat. But sometimes I do think we blow things out of proportion. I don't think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is anywhere near as bad as these other games who are trying to force agendas, and I think they are being punished quite harshly online. It is a fantastic game, and I don't think its reputation deserves to be tarnished from things like this. I think sometimes we're just so used to looking for agendas hidden in games that we miss the game itself. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's success, over 1 million copies, stellar reviews, shows that it is a great RPG, and maybe sometimes we do need to step back, play it, and then judge it on its merits and not the noise surrounding it. Is the frustration surrounding some of these topics valid? Yes, you have every right to be frustrated. However, is it the worst, most forced DEI game I've ever seen in my life? No. If this game had come out 10 years ago, I don't think we would be saying the same thing. So I don't think it is a case of intentionally trying to annoy people or appeal to a certain audience. I just genuinely think these things were put in there. For what reason? Who knows? But I think the main thing is to appreciate this game and explore the amazing open world that it has to offer.